Welcome back to Real Florida Magazine.
Welcome back. Here right now in beautiful Chipley, Florida, at the site of the brand new Kate Smith Elementary School. Washington County has gotten a couple of kisses lately. They've received the funding for this school along with $9.2 million for the brand new courthouse, something which has never been done in the state of Florida, the state funding a county courthouse. The story right now here today, though, is the brand new Kate Smith Elementary School, $25 million plus project. Here right now with O'Neill Mitchell, the superintendent of the job, along with our other superintendent, Joe Taylor of the Washington County School System. This is a ambitious project, Mitchell. It's I was mentioning to Joe on the way over here, it's a clean project. He said OSHA. I said, yeah, OSHA aside, it seems like you go above and beyond here as far as the cleanliness of the job site. Maybe it's been a lot of years since I worked union myself, but this is a good-looking job site. Before we get started, any comments on that?
Well, it's very important that the team here go home to their family. So that's very important. So keeping a clean site is a good system you set up from the beginning.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And for the public, the reason we wanted to come out here and talk to you today, as I mentioned in the pre-show, is that people are driving by on both sides of this job site every day. They know that work is going on. They know that there's a school being built, but they don't see the extent to which you've already come out of the ground. Frankly, I thought you were still just moving dirt around. I didn't know that you'd already poured some footers. You've already bringing up some block in the foundations. So we wanted to kind of give people an idea of where we're at, reassure them that their money's being well spent, and that very soon their kids who are now going to a school that we're not exactly proud of, the other Kate Smith Elementary, will soon be going to this brand new school. Joe, you guys politicked. There was a bunch of you. You were a very instrumental part of that team, but it did take a team. Talk a little bit in short strokes about the process involved in getting the funding for this school.
This involved the Board of County Commissioners with their support, of course, the school board, who had their adamant total 100%. The city of Chipley was involved. We got waved at by DOT. Everyone within the community, this is a project everyone wanted to see happen.
Yeah, and I've had the fortune of being at multiple presentations put on by you, the school board, and you say the county commission, and everybody points to the other guy as being responsible for the success. At the end of the day, it does take that team. Mitchell, when I look around here, you've got a team here. GAC did a lot of the site prep work.
Correct.
You're in here now. Talk a little bit about the scope of this project compared to maybe some of the other projects that you've done lately.
Well, it compared to another good project. Right now, GAC, they are installing most of the water line. We get in the sanitary line beneath the ground. If you notice over here, building 600, right now in building 600, we have all the blocks, the footers in. The electrician is roughing in the ground now. And what you see around you now is prep work for what's to come for the production.
Huge site, and we're under some beautiful skies.
Correct.
You know, we're almost on the verge of being able to complain about it being too hot, but I also know that you've been challenged by the rain. You've got to enjoy this weather right now.
That's correct. And right now the weather is very good, but you adjust to your climate, and we have made adjustments. So this climate we're utilizing it to our advantage, and we have a lot of production now and ahead of time coming.
In these economic times, everybody's trying to carve out a little piece of that financial pie. So obviously there was a lot of competition to get this job. Perry McCall obviously won it. So there's good reason for that. How many people ultimately will you be employing as Perry McCall on site for this construction job?
Oh, it can go from 50 to 100 or more. And I mean, part of Mr. Joe and Mike team, I mean, it's been a good team here, and we're going to have a lot of people in the future coming.
One thing people don't consider sometimes in these construction projects is the economic impact, the economic development spurred on by the courthouse project and this school project. You're employing lots of local people. Obviously, you're bringing some of your key management people in, but correct me if I'm wrong, part of the agreement was that you would hire as much as possible some of that local labor force.
That's correct, and we live in local. We're buying local. So you have some of the hotels impact at points and the rental property. So this all depends. But yes, we are impacting the local.
We talked a little bit about the impact, the negative impact that the rain had on you. It kind of slowed you down a little bit. Aside from that, what's been your biggest challenge here on this particular job?
no challenge. I mean, this is a part of the construction. I mean, the rain impacted, but outside of that, with the team we have in place, that's what been the good factor of the job. I mean, we have Mr. Joe here and Mike, plus the construction team. So the impact really have been minimum with that team on board.
Mitchell, if you ever lose your job here, you can go into politics. You know that, don't you? You know, the interesting thing here is that we've got Derwin White from GAC, originally a Washington County boy.
Been a good guy.
You know, working for Charlie Hilton, GAC, Alan Benson, all of them. But he's coming home. He's been able to come home now and to do some work here in Washington County. That's a pretty cool aspect of this. Joe, and you are an elected official, you're a constitutional officer. What has been one of your bigger challenges with this project after the funding has been in place and going forward from this point, if any?
A lot of people think as a governmental agency we're exempt from everything. The fact of the matter is we have to get even more permits than anyone else. We had some transitional time with the Corps of Engineers. There have been some crossed wires, but trying to get all the permits in place so we could go forward.
Moving forward, estimated, presuming everything goes according to plan, Mitchell, what is the estimated completion time for this project?
We was in 14 months left now, so that brings us into the summer of next year, somewhere in that area.
Okay.
Sorry.
So a year from this August coming up, we're planning on having students here.
Mitchell, have you had the opportunity, the luxury, the fortune, as it were, to have toured the existing Kate Smith Elementary School?
No, but I'm, what I'm doing is looking forward to the students coming in this one here. We're going to have a lot of teachers, presidents, and everything else coming out of that school, so they're going to be welcome in this one here. So right now I'm focused on getting this one here ready for school opening.
Yeah. Joe, what's been the best part, what's been the most rewarding part of this? I mean, obviously there's obvious answers that come to mind, but from your position as the superintendent of schools in Washington County, what's been the most rewarding part of being able to get this thing kicked off?
Watching it come out of the ground and then hearing positive feedback from those involved saying this is something that's been a long time coming.
Mitchell, anything to add? Now, where do you actually live? Do you live in Panama City or do you live in this community?
I live in this community. I shop in this community.
Okay.
I enjoy this community. The people have been very nice. I actually enjoy myself here. Bring my family down. We ride around. So it's somewhere where I'll enjoy staying while I'm here.
Yeah, now, but don't say that too loud. We might take you up on that. You know, this area it kind of grows on you.
Well, it does, and I'm not regretting any of it. Like I say, so far from the restaurants to, I live about 2 minutes from here, and the impact in my relaxation here been wonderful. So.
Joe, anything else that you would like to add, if you could speak directly to the county commission, to the public, to the rest of the school board, and anything at all that you'd like to offer? I
would just like to hope that the positive feedback flows through to them. You know, and as this comes up, and quickly from South Boulevard and Brickyard, as time goes on, the 1st of June, they're planning on starting to bring walls up. The foundations will be poured, and you'll be able to see more and more. Right now, the way it stands, again, nothing falling apart or falling down. When are we looking for the grand opening, the ribbon cutting, if you will, of this project? We would hope probably by June 30th of 2016. Okay. So that class, that fall of 2016, we're going to see those students showing up here for ready for school. Yes, we'll spend probably all of July and August transitioning in over here, depending on when we start the school, but getting things ready. You mentioned in the pre-show that the state doesn't allow you to build pre-need. In other words, you can't anticipate needing 300 more student facilities here. However, we are looking at a net gain. How long do you think this school is going to hold us as far as school readiness and availability of services for school children into the future? A lot of it will be, even now there's debates going on in the legislature about loosening up class size. We're moving the 5th grade back from the middle school. You can go 22 per class, and a lot of it will depend on that. We're going to follow up on this conversation in the studio. Hopefully we can get you there at some time if you can break away long enough to do that, Mitchell. It's a hot day. We just wanted to get an opportunity to see the site, to enjoy this fashion wear. Hopefully the weather's going to cooperate for you. Thanks for all you do. Thanks for being a part of this community as you are now, and thanks for taking your time to talk to us today. And I want to thank the community. People here have been very nice, and I'm actually enjoying living here, so I want to thank them also again. Good. Thanks again, Joe. As always, thank you so much. Thank you. Here right now in Chipley, Florida, at the site of the brand new Kate Smith Elementary School, $25+ million project. Here with Mitchell and the superintendent of schools here in Washington County, Joe Taylor. We'll be right back.